Basically, I was raised on these chocolate chip cookies that my mom made. And every time I'd come back from school, she'd give me a batch of them to bring back with me. I broke them out for some friends one night. They all loved them, and I thought, what if you just called a number and got hot cookies delivered to your door like you would with a pizza? And the rest is history.
I got hired. I saw this ad on the internet, and I called the next day at noon, went to an interview at 2, showed up to work at 6, was running the truck by myself a day and a half later. You pretty much just show up, like it's not really a hard job at all. Paperwork, they show you how to do paperwork, but you put cookies in the oven, put them in the warmer, and hand them to the guests. So it doesn't take long, you just show up and watch, and about a half hour in, you know what you're doing.
I'd say that we are trying our best to grow with Bloomington instead of against it. Trying to make Bloomington a place that people want to live in, rather than a place that's just becoming more and more commercialized, like our lovely Kirkwood food court that we have going now.
What's your target?
Just drunks. Which I really don't understand, because I'm never in the mood for sweets when I'm drunk, but apparently they love it. They love it. Like yesterday night, people stood outside and just smelled it for 20 minutes. That's all they were saying. They're like, it smells so good out here. And I was like, okay, come buy a cookie, but they didn't want anything.
I have nothing against there being more commerce in this town, but I'd like to see more businesses like Baked that were started because people got sick of the food court, so to say. All of the big chains that are starting to pop up. A lot of Bloomingtonians are very protective about this culture we have in this town that you won't find at Champaign or Columbus or Perdones. And I really like that. That was why I came to this town, and it breaks my heart to see it slowly eroding away.
Drunk people will come through, especially once it gets like 2 o'clock when we're about to close. They'll come through and just put down in 20 and be like, I want 20 cookies. They don't care what kind, so.
There's a lot of people that think that we're not fully human or something like that and don't like to treat us very well, which you should never do to people serving you food. It's all about respect.
We got a lot of parents that order their kids cookies, and then the kids are too drunk and aren't even at home when we try to deliver them.
I know that there have been several people that I've had to kick off our couches because they passed out, and we're like dragging them off and they're just not waking up. Like, oh man, just lock me in. I'll get up, leave in the morning. You respect the store.
The guy that works there in the day, I went to the mall one day and the truck was parked in the parking lot and nobody was in it. And I think he just took it to the mall. And if you open up that warmer, it's got all his basketball clothes and his basketball stuff. So I think he goes to the gym halfway through his shift and plays basketball. So I think he takes it wherever he wants, but I stay on Kirkwood.
You respect your manager.
Our boss will call, and if we're not on Kirkwood, she'll yell and scream until we get to Kirkwood. So, yeah, she does. Shut up.
You respect your coworkers.
I'll pay you a quarter.
Really? Well, thanks.
I'll give you $1.25 if you go buy me a Fuller Pop. That's like a 50-cent tip. Plus 50 cents for taking it, that's $1.
Do you respect your customers in that order?
Oh yeah, last night we had a delivery driver. We usually have milk, but right now we're out of stock. And we got an order in, and a comment on the order said, you know, I'll give you 20 bucks if you stop by and pick up a half gallon of milk. And so they stopped by, got a $20 tip for bringing them milk and some cookies. Yeah, Sarah. So stuff like that happens every once in a while.